Okay, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to develop a machine learning project for predicting comment if comment is spam or comment is harm. So this is introduction. We will develop a model. Then after, we will develop a web app or deploy our developed model on a flask, which is Python, mini, or microwave framework. So this is my first tutorial. I'm going to show you how the project will be and what is the coverage of this video. So our video will cover the following parts: introduction of the project, requirement of the project and IDE, creating of project folder, and the loading of dataset. So I hope we have done with introduction of project, as I have said that we are going to develop machine learning model which will be able to predict if comment is spam or harm. Then after, we'll go furthermore by deploying our created model in Flask. That is the introduction. So the second part of this video is the requirement of this project. What you need to have so that you can do this project together with me. First thing is you should have Python installed in your computer. Second, you should have Anaconda navigator installed in your computer. Third requirement, you should have Pycharm installed in your computer. And by option, you can have Sublime text editor in your computer. So right now we have covered two parts of our first tutorial, which is introduction of the project and the requirement of the project. Third part of this video is creating of a project folder. So this project folder, I'm going to create it on desktop. So this is my project, or which I store my data science project and the machine learning. So here, let me create a project folder. Let me call it comment. Yes, that's it. So this is my project folder. So everything or our work will be stored in this project. So as we know that machine learning project can't be carried out without dataset, so I need to copy dataset folder in our created project folder. So let me copy this, copy, yes, and paste here. I hope I'll upload the dataset and give you a link. So this is our third part in our tutorial video. We have created a project folder. So before we carry on with loading of dataset, we should make a small demo on how our final product or our final project will look like. So this is Pycharm, as I said it in a requirement of this project. So I'm going to learn this Python file, which will start Flask app on a web browser. So learn. I want to show you on how our final output should look like. Just reminding you that this is YouTube comment prediction tutorial series, and we are in the first video, and this is how our final output should look like this. ML YouTube comment predictor, machine learning YouTube comment prediction. So enter your comment. So let me put a comment here. Let me say nice predict. Now you can see it is saying spam. Let me back here. Let me comment another. Let me put another comment, YouTube friend, and let me see, predict, not a spam. Let me say great content, spam, as you can see. Also, let me put another comment. Let me say sabu for sabu. This is a subscription for subscription. It is spam. So this is machine learning, and this technology is used by YouTube. So all comments which are filtered as spam are going to be stored until the user of YouTube is going to approve them. So let me click here and show you some examples of spam comment and how YouTube. This is my channel, Motech App. Let me show you how these spam comments are being filtered by YouTube technology, which I hope is machine learning, deep learning, or artificial intelligence based. So let me come here in comments and show you that this project I'm going to show you, it is reasonable and it is true. So all spam comments are pressed at this likely spam until the user of channel approve them or delete them. So there was some few spam comments which I removed from this column. This column store or YouTube likely spam comments. So that's it. We have already seen our project demo, and I hope it have added more understanding on what our project or our final output should look like this. At the end of this project, let me remind you, we should develop something like this. So we'll have many tutorial series. I hope if not 10, 11 or 12 tutorials until we reach our final goal. So that's it. So let's start the actual implementation of project. I hope you will learn, or you will launch Jupyter Notebook and it will open in your default browser. So this is my default browser, Windows Explorer. So this is the desktop, and these are all folders present in desktop. Let me click on data science, then comment. As you can see, this is the project folder we created in our second part of this first tutorial. So what we are going to do here is to create a Jupyter Notebook and loading our dataset. As our final part of this tutorial, we have done introduction of project and the demo. We have done requirement of the project. We have created the project folder. So the next thing is to load the dataset. But before loading of dataset, let me convince you. Let me tell you why you need to watch my tutorial series to the end. So there is no way to escape, because you will miss a lot of things. So why you should watch my tutorial series to the end? The following things are what you will gain if you watch my tutorial series from the beginning up to the end. First of all, you will learn how to load a dataset on a Jupyter Notebook, Second, you will learn how to do feature selection and extraction. Third, you will learn how to split dataset in training and testing set. Number 4, you will learn how to fit the model. Number 5, you will learn how to check or to determine the accuracy of algorithm using different metrics in machine learning. Number 6, you will learn how to develop a model. And then number 7, you will learn how to deploy machine learning model using Flask Python web framework. So all of these things you will learn if you don't escape my tutorial series from the beginning up to the end. So let's do our final part in my tutorial, which is loading of dataset. Okay, right here let's create a Jupyter Notebook Python 3. Let me click this. Okay, you can give a name to your Jupyter Notebook. Let's say YouTube comment prediction. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so far we have created our Jupyter Notebook. So the first thing before you load our dataset, which is present in .csv format, we need to import necessary libraries which aid the loading of dataset. So we are going to load the dataset by using pandas. So let's import pandas. Import pandas as pd. Import numpy as np. From pandas import read underscore csv. So just pandas is used for loading or for writing dataset on a Jupyter Notebook, but it is advised that we need to import all necessary libraries which will be used in our whole project in the first Jupyter Notebook cell. So let's scale on with adding more libraries. So from sklearn import matrix. From sklearn, matrix is for checking performance of algorithm. From sklearn import from sklearn import from sklearn.model underscore selection import train underscore test split. Okay, from sklearn something like this. From sklearn dot feature extraction dot text import tfid vectorizer also county vectorizer. These are for feature extraction in text. So let's learn this cell. Okay, so far we have imported necessary libraries which can be used in our project. Import Gaussian NB. Let me run this cell. Oh, okay. Let's remove it. We'll import it later. Also, let's remove this line, which it is for text extraction. Let's learn this cell. Okay, everything is fine. So now we are going to loading of dataset. Okay, file name is equal to data. We write the path of our dataset, data comment .csv, data is equal to read underscore csv, then we path file name, then after data dot head, something like this. So let's run this cell. Oh, there is something wrong. Data is equal read underscore csv. What's wrong? Oh, what's wrong? Let's run this cell. Also, let's run this cell. Data is cmd to be not defined. Let's do data is equal to read underscore csv, then we should pass file name, yeah, something like this. I hope it should be okay, though there is some few errors. File does not exist in comment.csv. Oops. Let me see the name of our dataset. Oh, it is comments. So the name of our dataset, it is comments. Let's add this line and learn our cell. Now you can see we have successfully loaded our dataset. So this is just the last part of our first tutorial series in YouTube comment prediction. So let me just remind you the parts we covered in this video. We had the introduction of the project, which is about predicting if comment is spam or ham. We said on few requirements of a project, which is Python, Anaconda, Pycharm, and Sublime text for option. We learned on how to create a project folder, and we have learned on how to load the dataset, but also I showed you a few demonstrations on this project. So this is the end of our first tutorial in YouTube comment prediction tutorial series. Do not forget to like, put comments, so that you can watch more in the next videos in this tutorial series. Thanks and goodbye.